everyone, my name's Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very excited. I've got a really great project for you, and it might take a little bit longer than my previous lives, but if you're coming on live or watching the replay, please pop in and say hi, tell me where you're coming from. That would be really good as well. I'm just going to check on my other one so I can check if when people come on, if they have any questions. If you have a question, please let me know. I would love to answer any questions that you might have. So it's not coming up just yet. Hope everyone's had a really nice day today. Here in Central Victoria, we've had some absolutely gorgeous weather, so it's been a really nice day. Beautiful sunshine.
Call from Adam.
Hopefully my daughter will grab that. I'm not seeing it come up, so I'm just going to have to go with it, and if there's any questions, I'll hopefully grab them or try and look for them in the end, at the end of the video. So we have less than 2 weeks till the catalogue is live. Very, very exciting. If you would like a catalogue through me, let me know. I have 3 ways. Hi Marion, how are you? Oh good, at least someone's watching, because I wasn't sure whether it was live or not. It's not sort of coming up. Less than 2 weeks till the catalogue is live, so that's really exciting, and I've got a few sneak peeks for you today as well. Now, I have been banging on about Paper Pumpkin coming to Australia with the Hugs from Shelley kit, and I actually got it the other day. Come the other day. How gorgeous is this little box? And we'll be going through this kit later on. Once I put the camera down to my table, we'll go through that. Also got a rack card today, or actually the other day. It is this one here, which is really pretty. I love this set. It's actually retiring as well, which is a bit of a shame. This card came from Kerry Hawkins in Jan Juck in Victoria, so lovely. I really, really like this card, and I love the texture with the corrugated embossing folder. I think that turns out really, really well. I'm glad that that's in the new catalogue as well, so that's going over into the new catalogue. So if you've been following me, you should know that every Tuesday and Thursday I have a blog post, and also, oh, I think I just lost Marion, a blog post as well as a video tutorial on YouTube. And I want to just show you what ones came up for the week. So Tuesday's project is this one here, using the High Tide stamp set. It's from page 145. So this, every Tuesday at the moment, are casing projects and cards straight from the catalogue. Next month I'm actually changing it to Thursday, where I'm casing the catalogue. So this is from page 145 using the High Tide stamp, and this one actually is a really great treat carrier or holder. You can actually get a fair bit in there, as well as a lovely gift card or just a little gift. So that one's really good, and it's really easy to make that feminine as well if you wanted to change it to okay, so it's jumping in and out of focus. I'm not sure I've got it on the right setting, so hopefully it fixes itself up. So this is Tuesdays. Today, being Thursday, I have this card on my blog and YouTube, and it's using a stamp set that is in the annual catalogue, and it's moving over to the new catalogue as well, called Painted Harvest. So I'm really glad that that stamp set's staying around too. So this can be seen over on my YouTube channel if you want to check that tutorial out. Okay, so Sunday's challenge. Last Sunday's challenge was to create a card or a project with an occasion in mind that's coming up. So I actually did 2 cards, and you'll have to go over, scroll through my feed to actually have a look at the 2 cards that I did. Now, I've already given them to the people, and I probably should have held on to them to show you, but you can see them on my Facebook page as well. But it's actually using some new stamp sets and products in the new annual catalogue that's out in a couple of weeks. So the first card was for one of my friends who has just become a nana, and I used this stamp set here called Wildly Happy, and I used the elephant image here, absolutely gorgeous, and I teamed this one up with a new die. Now this is absolutely gorgeous. There is 2 dies in there. So this one here, it's called Stitched Lace Dies. So that was a really pretty card. Her daughter had a baby boy, so that was a really sweet card that I made. And the other one was for my sister-in-law. It was her birthday, and I used this set here, but I didn't use the stamps. I just used the dies. So you can check that one out as well. I also used some of my retiring product. So the dies that I used from this set is this one here, and the backing to it, which is here, as well as the 2 leaves. So that was a really nice card. I thought that looked very pretty as well. Okay, so I think that's all I had to show you there. What we're going to do is we're going to make this card here, which is gorgeous. It's a little tea treat pouch. We're going to make that, and we're also going to go through the paper pumpkin. So let's try and move this camera around. If you get a little bit seasick, just try and close your eyes for just a quick second. And I'm just going to change that. There we go. So hopefully that's in view. Let me just see whether I'm live on the Facebook yet, whether it's coming up. No, sometimes I think I've got it all worked out and then it doesn't work for me. Okay, I can see myself now, so that's great. So the paper pumpkin, it's the first time it's come out in Australia, and it's just a trial at the moment. So it's a one-time deal, $37, and it makes 12 cards, and everything's included. The only thing that's not included that you probably would need would be some multi-purpose glue, but the dimensionals and all that are all included. So let's open it up and quickly show you. Look how gorgeous this comes. So the stamp set, I need a bit of paper. There we go. Hopefully this shows up all right. There's some really great images there. Birds, feathers, flowers, and some really nice sentiments. Oh, that's probably a better way. So grateful, hello, for you, love, hugs, thank you, and dear friend. So a really awesome set that can be used for a lot of different cards. There is a Stamp and Spot in Early Espresso. It's like a little gift, isn't it? Gorgeous. And then the kit comes like this. I'm just going to quickly open it up to show you. And I might just move that box out of the road as well. So it comes with everything included, and it's kept really nice in there so nothing will be squished or broken. There is instructions for it. So it makes 4 cards, and there's 3 of each card, and that's them close up. Sorry about the shadows there. We have some twine in a pink, linen thread, and some of that like treacle tied felt ribbon that was in, it's still in the catalogue now. It will be retiring though. And we have some gorgeous bird embellishments. So we have little mini dimensionals and some glue dots. And look at these gorgeous bird embellishments. Super sweet. So all your envelopes are included. So there's 3 feather envelopes, 3 blue flower envelopes, I have 3 of those and I only have 2 of those. Interesting. So we have our card bases in the blue birds, some speckles, and that's got like a newsprint background as well. So 3 of those each. These are the other card bases. Gorgeous pink flowers, and what do we have? So this is the one that I showed you and I've been showing you. This one here. So that's a really pretty card. So that's all the card bases. Then there's some feather die cuts, some more flowers, and some great labels. So perfect kit to make up 12 beautiful cards, and I love the colours that are in this. The pinks and blues look so pretty together. So I'm going to put some of those cards together. I'm going to do some alternatives as well, and we might make those one each of those cards next week on the Facebook Live. What do you think? Do you think you'd like that? And then to see some alternatives as well. If you would like to order this kit, you can through my online store. If you need the product code, just give me an email or give me a ring and I can help you out with that as well. Okay, so that's really great. And now we're going to make this gorgeous tea treat holder. And it's using one of the stamp sets and matching dies that we're losing in the new annual catalogue called Coffee Cafe and the Coffee Cup Framelits. I absolutely love this set and I'm really going to miss it. I don't know whether I'm going to give this set up. I think I might keep it. So for the retiring in colours, if you don't already know, the retiring ones are going to be Powder Pink, Fresh Fig, Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist and Tranquil Tide. These ones, if you are wanting these ones, you need to buy them now. And if you are buying them, or if you have these already and you don't have refills, I suggest you get them now because as soon as they retire, you're not going to be able to grab them. So for this card, I'm using all of those except for the 2 greens. I've just gone with the pinks for today, and I'm also using Early Espresso. So what I'm going to do, I've got all my stamps already mounted and ready to go. The products that I'm using are the mini ruffled ribbon in the Fresh Fig, and this is absolutely gorgeous, this ribbon. I have, and all these are retiring, so we have the Petal Pear Textured Impressions embossing folder, and I'm using this one here. This one here, it's beautiful. We're using a little bit of linen thread, and I've got my kit here now. I did plan to write up all the dimensions in the blog post on my Facebook Live information today. I didn't get to do that, but I will put that on the Facebook replay on YouTube if you want to check that out. So I've got quite a few different things here. I have a Fresh Fig. This is for the belly band and Berry Burst, and I've already popped that through the embossing folder just to make it a little bit quicker. We have Powder Pink base, and this is 9 inches by 4 1/8. Yep. And it's just been scored at 4. So already gonna folded that. Let's burnish it. And then I have other pieces here. We're going to cut out the top of the cup as well as the little label and also the gorgeous little tea bag holder. So I might just bring the Big Shot in and quickly do those first. So we have the Berry Burst. And what we're going to need is that lid. the label. And that little tea bag piece. And while we're here, I also have a piece of the powder pink that I'm going to put through with this little handle, the carrier that you can hang on to that keeps it from burning your hands. What else do I need? I think that's all for now, so let's pop the lid on and we're going to run that one through. Sorry, that's jigging the camera a little bit. Sorry about that. So this dye works really well. Gives it a really great corrugated effect. Oh, that lighting is terrible. There we go. We have our coffee cup lid. And our label. Now the other thing that I need to cut out is the coffee cup. So let's just move this out of the road really quickly. I'm going to bring in the Early Espresso ink. And I want to ink up that coffee cup. And I should have my mat down, but hopefully this works out all right. Yep. So let's bring the Big Shot back in and we're going to cut that coffee cup out. So I was thinking I might send these as my rack cards. If I get them out before the 4th of June, they'll still be current. And I'd say overseas would love a cup of Outback tea, because that's what Australian Afternoon Twinings tea bag, which I think is super cute. So we have our cup cut out. I don't think I need that for a little while, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now I have a piece of the Whisper White, and that's going to be the inside piece. And then I have just some scraps for our pieces here. So I have to cut out with the circle punch, and I need a 3/4 inch circle punch. And I'm going to cut that out with the powder pink. That's for the inside with the high. And then the fresh fig, I'm going to use my circle tab punch, I think it's called. This one's carrying over into the new catalogue as well, so that's really great news as well. You need one of those. And I'm just going to fold that down, folding them together. Okay, so that's ready to go. So let's get some stamping done. On the coffee cup, I'm going to bring in the Berry Burst. I'm going to stamp this little heart here, just along the coffee cup. So I want sort of one up here, one here, and this piece is going to cover it up. So I just want to sort of work out where it's going to be, so I can put another couple down here. That's perfect, I think. And while we have the Berry Burst out, I want to bring in the Friend, and this one comes from I couldn't find it. Here we go. It's from this stamp set here, but we're just going to colour in the Friend piece. So this is photopolymer, so this makes our job really easy. I'm just going to turn it over and just ink up Friend. Get that down in the middle there. Oh, didn't line that up very well. See if I can fix it. If not, I'll turn it over. This is where my mat would have come in. Okay, that doesn't look very good. Let's might just turn that over and start again. So inking up friend. I've got 3 watching now. If you're watching, pop on and tell me who you are and say hi. So let's stamp friend. Yep, that's much better. And the last one we need, we're going to bring in the powder pink. And I'm going to clean this stamp off because I'm going to bring the powder pink ink in. And I'm going to, I need 1 for the coffee cup and 1 for the tea bag piece. I have my powder pink here. I need 2 of those. Beautiful. So the last little bit of stamping is we're going to bring the fresh fig in, and I'm going to stamp that high in the middle of that circle. I think that's it for the stamping. Let's see if we can pop this together pretty quickly. So I'm going to just bring my Tombow glue in and glue this piece down. Now I have a little bit of a story for you. Hi Jeanette, how are you? And I'm going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. I thought I had them out. Here we go. If you live in Australia, you would have voted on Saturday, and I had to go all the way up to the hall to vote, which is not very far. There's a house in between the hall and our shop, so not very far. And if you watched my video last week, I told you all about my small little town. And so my husband and I, we shut the shop. We shut at 11:30 on Saturday, and we walked up to do our voting. And so we went in and voted, which was great. Our daughter Dana was marking the names off. And so we went in and voted, and then we come out and they had a sausage sizzle going. So we had our sausage lunch, sausage in a bread for lunch. And then the CWA were there. We had a really great craft and plant stall, and so that was really great. We got a big strawberry plant, so that was really good and very cheap. The strawberry plant was $4, and it already had strawberries on it, so you can't go wrong with that. And we also got one of the ladies who is a friend, Julie. She does succulents, or she grows succulents. And oh no, that's all right, Jeanette, no worries. It'll be on a replay later on if you want to head back and watch the replay. We're just making a treat pouch for a tea bag. I'm not sure whether you got to see that before, but it just holds an Australian afternoon tea bag, so that's what we're doing. So she has had a whole heap of succulents there, and I got this gorgeous one that's in a ceramic teacup, and I brought it down to show you because I'm pretty proud of it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now let me just say, the prices on the plants was just way too cheap. Even for a little country town, they should have been put a little bit more on it to make a little bit of money, because they were really nice plants, very good looking plants. And yeah, this teacup with succulents inside is absolutely gorgeous, so I'm really excited to show you that when I finish this. Okay, so I'm just going to take the backings off there. Okay. It's got a little bit overhanging, so let's just chop that off a little bit. And then after we did the CWA Plant and Craft stall, the hall committee, because it was at the hall, were raising money as well, and they were doing the sausage sizzle, but they were also doing a cake stall. And so Marion, you would know I go anywhere for eats, so let's just say we bought a few things at the cake store as well. They had a apple shortcake, which was really, really nice, and we got a container of slices, and again, way too cheap. We got a whole container, and it was a big container with, I think, probably about 8 pieces of slice in there, and it was only $4. So we've just popped the high on the top there. I'm going to bring in some linen thread. Just try and get some of those kinks out. And I don't need a lot. I'll chop off the excess, so not that much. What I'm going to do is I want to pop this through the tea bag. I thought I was going to struggle doing that. Okay. And then we're going to place that inside that little tab. So I want to get rid of that excess. No, you can't beat country cooks with their cakes. That is one good thing about living in the country, is whenever there's an event around, the ladies all bring out the cakes and slices and casseroles, and you can't beat it at all. Okay, so we have that. And I'm going to attach that to the Whisper White piece. And I'm just going to, I think I might use the tear and tape. So I'm going to run some on each of these little tabs here, because one will go on the back, one will go on the front of the Whisper White piece. Has everyone had a busy day today? Okay, so I want to line up the bottom tab. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually that should have went over the top like that. Yeah, because I want that at the back, just along, measuring in the middle. So I think that was out of camera there, and then I'm just going to place this down over the top. So that's secured in the middle and on the tab. So we have our other little heart here. Get my big fingers in there. And that one's overlapping too. So I just put half a mini dimensional, but even half a little mini dimensional was a little bit big. Cute. Okay, just clean up some of this a little bit out of the road, put my lid back on, and I'm going to bring all this back in again. Now these two are just going to be glued, and I shouldn't have put my lid on. There we go. Let's glue these two pieces together. So this is like a belly band, but it's just for the front of it. A bit of excess glue there. Okay. And I've overlapped it just slightly, so I'm going to glue this bit down to the card as well, and then just chop the little bits on the ends. You've made pasties today. First big job since the op. Oh, good on you, Jeanette. So you're feeling a little bit better? Well, you must be if you're making pasties. Getting ready for winter. It's funny, I didn't grow up in Victoria. I grew up in northern New South Wales, and I don't really like pasties, but I think that's because I didn't grow up with them. It's my husband doesn't mind them, and he grew up here in Victoria, so actually I don't think I've even had one until I moved to Victoria, so there we go. So this one's going to get popped down, but I'm also going to bring in that gorgeous ribbon. And these come in all of the 5 in colours, I believe. So powder pink, fresh fig, berry burst, tranquil tide. I'm just going to do a little knot over this side. Not feeling very coordinated. Hang on, let's try again. That's better. So I'm not doing any fancy bows or anything, just doing a knot. And I haven't glued this down. I thought that just having this ribbon here, that it would keep it in place perfectly as it was. Chopping off that excess. Okay, so I'm going to bring some more dimensionals in and pop that one up. Marion, did you make cookies and sausage rolls? If you did, send me some. Yes, Jeanette, these are all the retiring colours. The only colours I didn't use was the green, so the lemon lime twist and the tranquil tide. I thought these colours all went really well together, and I wanted to show you the retiring things. Okay, so let's just pop that down. There we go, and then we can pop. You know what I didn't do? Hang on. I need to take a little bit of a chop out of that, so let's take that off. Just going to bring my 2-inch punch in, and I just want to take a little bit off. I don't want too much off. There we go. See if I can get that belly band back on. Oh, it's sweet, isn't it? Sorry, went missing. I didn't have an afternoon tea, so let's bring that one in. And what I did is I just popped a little glue dot on the back bottom piece. And then stuck it down. So it could be reused because these glue dots will come off easily if you just take a little bit of that backing off. Okay. And this pops in really nicely. Super sweet. So I might send these out for my rack cards. If I do it before the June 4th, I should be able to get away with that. So I'm going to pop the camera back up because I want to show you my succulents. Just close your eyes again for a second. Oop, okay. So this is it. Look at all the different succulents that are in there. And it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous little ceramic cup. But the succulents are gorgeous. Now, I will say I went to Bunnings a few weeks ago and I got 3 little succulents in a pot for our window ledge in our kitchen. And yeah, I didn't get them as cheaply as this. It was a lot more. Yeah, this is a great idea. The CWA ladies at Dingy had a whole heap for sale at their table. They were earning money for, or fundraising for the CWA last Saturday with, yeah, black thumb. Yeah, I'll try not to kill them. I've got to just spray them with water and hopefully that works. But anyway, I am a black thumb, but just a little bit of water, not too much love. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. I hope you've enjoyed the little treat holder for today. I'll be back next Thursday, so I hope you can join me then as well. Okay, thanks so much, ladies. Enjoy your night. Bye-bye.